Awesome. All right, great. So I know we all kind of know each other here, but just for the general public, when this is being recorded, we'll just do a quick little round of introductions. So my name is Heather Priest, and I am the Big Sky Watershed Corps member with Gallatin Watershed Council. Brooke?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Brooke Hellstrom, and I'm the program coordinator for the Gallatin Watershed Council.
Hi, I'm Allie with the City of Bozeman Water Conservation Division.
Hi, I'm Jess Alstrom, also with the city's Water Conservation Division.
I'm Chelsea Trevino, and I'm also with the Water Conservation Division for the city.
And I'm Lily DeFord. I'm with the Watershed Council, but I'm representing a business owner. We're a watershed steward. I am the operations manager for McLean Construction Incorporated, and we're a roofing and siding company in town. And we signed up to be a watershed steward last year.
Heather, you're muted if you're talking.
I was muted, thank you. Hi, Emily, thanks for joining. If you have access to your microphone, if you wanted to introduce yourself, that'd be awesome. And if not, that's also.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I wasn't entirely sure what this was. I just thought it sounded interesting to listen to, but I am new to Bozeman. I work for the Nature Conservancy. I just saw all the Earth Day activities and I signed up for several of them. And sorry, our Wi-Fi is not good in our house, so it doesn't really support video capability right now. So, hi.
Hello. Yeah, thanks for introducing yourself and thank you for coming. Emily, we just, right before you hopped on here, just to let you know, we are recording this to put on our website so that the general public can view it later, as long as that's all right with you.
Yes, that sounds good.
Awesome. All right, yeah, thank you for introducing yourselves. Welcome to the Business Steward webinar. Yeah, Brooke, if you want to go ahead and share a screen, we can dive in and kind of have questions and comments and whatnot afterwards. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to delve into the program within itself, and we'll start off first and foremost with our watershed. So here on the left here, you can see the image of the Lower Gallatin watershed. And the most important thing to note from this is that for business owners that are present or viewing this later, your business lies within this little watershed here. And what's most important is that we are the headwaters of the Missouri. And so the water quality here impacts all the water quality heading downstream all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. And so, on a larger scale, our water quality and quantity not only impacts us, but as I said, everyone downstream. But in terms of us here in this little watershed boundary, a couple of quick little facts here. So in regards to agriculture, as we all know, is very important here in our watershed. There are about 2,000 miles of ditches and canals here in Gallatin County that are important for fueling our agricultural production and local food source. In terms of industry and tourism, I'm sure, whether you're a restaurant owner and see all of the fluctuating business that occurs in the summer or around ski season, or just tourism in general, in Gallatin County, we received $650 million in non-resident tourist spending. And then lastly, recreation. We all enjoy different things about our watershed in Gallatin County, and that's the reason why we live here, whether it's skiing the cold smoke snow or fishing the blue ribbon trout streams or, riverside hikes, whatever it is. Yeah, our watershed is important for a variety of reasons. Awesome. So there are some impairments and concerns within the watershed. In regards to water quantity, 80% of our water comes from snowpack, roughly. And so all of the snow that is kept in the mountains during those cold winter months, then melts and runs off into our rivers and streams in the spring. And we unfortunately have no control of how much snow we are getting year to year. And so in correlation with that, the population growth rate in Bozeman is about 4.2%. And the last thing that I had read not too long ago said that 10 people are moving to Bozeman per day. So when we think about water, we have to think about how many people are using it and those external stressors. So it has been projected that we could face a potential water shortage in the next 20 years. So quantity is definitely one of our primary concerns here in the Lower Gallatin watershed. And then in terms of quantity, there are a few areas of non-point source pollution that we are concerned with. This little chart over here on the left of the slide shows the 15 impaired streams in the Lower Gallatin watershed identified by the DEQ. And like I said, the primary issues of concern here are nutrients, sediment, and E. coli. So in terms of nutrients, we are looking mostly at phosphorus and nitrogen. So phosphorus and nitrogen are nutrients that are in regular doses healthy for streams and rivers, right? They promote growth. However, an excess can lead to harmful algal blooms. And so those are the things that we see in Highlight Reservoir in the peak of summer, as well as areas like Bozeman Pond. It looks like split pea green soup that's floating around, not too great to swim in, but it also has an impact on the whole habitat. So presence of harmful algal blooms often dissolves oxygen, which then impacts our fish populations. And like I said, just, makes it hard for us to recreate and for the overall water quality. And this is often caused from agricultural runoff, pet waste, and also leaky septic systems. Another area of concern is sediment. And so once again, sediment is something that is naturally occurring in our rivers and streams. However, excess sediment often clusters the fish spawning sites that we have in our rivers, making it hard for our native trout populations. It also can promote that harmful algal bloom growth that I just talked about. And yeah, it just makes for some murky waters and also costs more in water treatment. And then lastly, we're looking at E. coli. So a lot of forms of E. coli can be harmless. However, they can also cause some illnesses in humans and pets. And once again, the causes of this can come from leaky septic systems and also those plentiful, abundant piles of dog waste that we see all around Bozeman that are carried by stormwater runoff and yeah, stormwater runoff and just being within close proximities to rivers and streams. So when talking about non-point source pollution, it's also really important to mention stewardship. So the Gallatin Watershed Steward Program is one created by the Gallatin Watershed Council, and it focuses on addressing the issues that we just discussed with collaborative community involvement. And this is done through a few ways to ensure that our watershed has clean water as well as water security. So the first one can be through volunteer events. We have annual river cleanups, Gallatin stream teams. We're hosting a dog waste cleanup here this weekend. That's a great way for the community to come together and try to mitigate some of these issues. The second is through outreach and education. So that is webinars such as this one, social media posts informing the community on ways that they can, make changes in their daily life to address water stewardship, workshops that are held over the summer that you can find on our website. And yeah, just a plethora of education outreach materials. And then the third, I actually do not have one with me, but is a steward passport. And that is part of the Watershed Steward Program where any community member can pick up a passport and track the little changes or big changes that they make in their daily life, whether that is how they use water, what volunteer events they attended, really just pretty much anything that displays a consciousness of actions in watershed health for the community. And so, oh yes, really quick. Yeah, Brooke, it looks like Brooke has posted some links. The first is a link to our story map that is on our website, and that just gives a more in-depth explanation of where our watershed lies and the issues that it is facing. And then also our stewardship link on our website. Awesome. So why are you here today? You are here today to learn a little bit more about the Gallatin Watershed Business Steward Program. And so this is a branch of our overall umbrella watershed steward program, and we're trying to reach some larger audiences, especially businesses in Bozeman. So Gallatin Watershed Council and City of Bozeman want to help your business become the best steward possible for our community. So there are multiple perks to that. The first is the opportunity to be recognized by the community as a watershed steward. So you would receive recognition on our website, on our annual meeting. We give a, if it's for your business, we'll give like a little place card that says that you are a watershed steward. And also, your business has the opportunity to save money through various rebate incentives that Allie will be chatting with you about through the City of Bozeman Water Conservation Division. And so, really quickly, I will show you how to become a steward and access our website. Great. All right. So you will head to gallatinwatershedcouncil.org. Click on our Watershed Stewards program here and scroll down to business. You can see the various little sectors that we have here, but as a business owner, this is the one that you want. Okay, and so yeah, briefly went over it, but what is the Watershed Steward or the Watershed Business Steward program? Yeah, we want to provide you the resources to become a steward to address the 3 themes of education, engagement, water conservation, and water quality. So if this sounds great to you as a business owner, then one of the first things that you can do here is pledge to be a watershed business steward. And as you can see, this initial pledge isn't too detailed, just asks you for your email, the name of your business, what your role is in the business, and just how you heard about us. And that just shows that you are interested in taking the next steps. So after you make this pledge, Gallatin Watershed Council will be contacting you for a follow-up consultation. And basically what this consultation is, the purpose of it is to identify a list of steward activities that your business wants to carry out that align with your business's mission and vision. So, and Brooke will go over this a little bit more in detail, but really quickly, just so you can see, there's a list of activities here, but these are guides, really. There's no limit to how many you can do. There's not a strict number that you must do. The consultation is so that we can identify a few of these stewardship activities that are customizable to you and your business. Okay, after the consultation, there will be a partner agreement that is signed between GWC and your business. And yeah, it basically is just solidifying that, that customizable list of stewardship activities. And then 6 months down the road, GWC will follow up with your business to just see what further help that you need, what you have already put into place, how everything's going, and yeah, just a collaboration follow-up. Then in terms of, so part of the partner agreement and the stewardship activities, we recommend a $200 donation minimum, and that just covers the administrative cost of the program itself. However, once again, we are willing to work with your business to come up with some form of customizable donation that could look like some sort of fundraising event, like we've done those in the past, or once again, whatever works for your business. And I think that is it on my end. Oh,
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much, Heather. So I'll just talk a little bit more about the consultation and the process of creating a steward checklist. So during what we call a consultation, we'll sit down with the business and come up with a set of stewardship activities that best align with their specific vision, as Heather mentioned. And the different types of activities that businesses can engage in are sort of separated into these 3 themes. So education and engagement, water conservation, and water quality. And I'll just real quick show the checklist again here. And so as Heather was saying, none of these, this checklist itself is not meant to be followed to a T by any means. The sort of extremeness of each activity varies dramatically, and it's up to the business to implement what they think best fits with their goals. And there's no limit or minimum to the number of activities that need to be implemented either. So it's very fluid in that sense. And so there's opportunities for engagement regardless of what sector your business belongs to. And so here are some example activities that businesses in these 3 common sectors can engage in. So if you're a restaurant, here's what an example of your customized checklist could look like. You could become a stamping station for our passport program. You could install WaterSense toilets or urinals that are, of course, eligible for the city's rebates, or you could adopt a drain through the City of Bozeman Stormwater Division. If you're in the retail sector, you could organize a river cleanup or a dog poop cleanup with your coworkers, or you could lead a team of volunteers during one of GWC's organized events. You could install permeable sidewalks or replace pavement with low water use grass. Permeable pavement allows rainwater to infiltrate back into the ground and can recharge our aquifers for us. And the Western Cafe is a business steward that actually did this, and I'll be talking about them in a little bit here. And if you're in the lodging sector, you could install high efficiency shower heads or participate in the city's shower head swap program. The city will replace your current shower heads with WaterSense labeled models for totally free, which is awesome. Another example activity is to plant a rain garden, which is a slightly depressed basin that has deep-rooted and water-loving plants that helps to capture runoff and remove pollutants from our waterways. So as you can see, the business can engage in any number of activities from any of the 3 themes. And there's, of course, also potential for the activities to be completely customized. And so we've been working with the owner of Highline Adventures to help him develop a customized checklist. Eric, who's the owner of Highline Adventures, has participated in several of the city's commercial rebates, and Ali will be talking about him shortly as well. But he took the pledge online, and then we met with him and came up with a short customized list of activities that you can see here. One of his goals is to educate his employees and customers on watershed stewardship. So we'll be creating a tourist-specific passport and helping to train his employees on what it means to be a good watershed steward. We also mentioned that a few of his properties are really close to water courses, and so we started brainstorming ways that we could engage a sense of watershed connectivity with his clients and employees. So we'll be setting up QR codes around his properties that link to a map of the watershed and also leads people to our stewardship portion of our website. The Western Cafe is another really awesome example of a 2020 to 2021 business steward. They've made a handful of really impressive efforts to help our watershed, and here are just some of the small and large-scale projects that they've undertaken to protect this vital resource. One of them is that they've installed permeable sidewalks. This is one of the Valley's first permeable sidewalk projects. They've planted, maintained, and watered a garden on their property. They use fully compostable to-go containers. They compost all of their coffee grounds locally. And they've installed high efficiency toilets as well as use plant and pet friendly ice melt. So these are just some of the examples of things that you could do with this program. Allie will talk a little bit more about the city's rebate program and ways to engage with their program.
Hi, so as Heather talked about at the beginning, water quantity is a challenge facing the city of Bozeman. So the city's water conservation division works on creating programs and incentives to encourage and enable businesses and residents to conserve water. So today I'm going to talk about some of our commercial program offerings. And as Brooke and Heather talked about, none of these are mandatory for the stewardship program, but are more just options of ways that you can contribute to the program and also save water and potentially save money at your business. So to start, we do free site visits where we'll come and take a water use fixture inventory, look at your water use, where you're using water, and then create some recommendations for increased efficiency. And we'll also provide information on water fixture rebates, incentives, as well as a customized ROI spreadsheet, which I'll show you an example of in the next few slides. Additionally, we also do free on-site sprinkler system assessments, which if you have an outdoor space that is irrigated, we'll come and test and take a look at your sprinkler system, report and identify any system repair needs, opportunities for increased efficiency, and also provide you with a customized watering schedule for your landscape. Just to highlight our indoor incentives that we offer. We offer rebates on new and remodel retrofitted fixtures and appliances. So we do this for tank type toilets, flush and meter toilets, urinals, shower heads, and clothes washers. And then we also offer a free shower head swap program, free high efficiency faucet aerators, and free pre-rinse spray nozzles for kitchen dishwashing systems. And all these products must be WaterSense rated, except for the clothes washers meet a CE tier rating. But what this means is that all the products are third-party performance tested, while also saving more water. So not only are they saving water, but they're also going to work as well as the non-efficient models. We also offer a handful of outdoor rebates for your irrigation system, and with the sprinkler system assessment, we'll highlight which ones would fit best for you and your outdoor system. But we offer rebates for weather-based irrigation controllers, rain sensors, multi-stream, multi-trajectory nozzles, which are the pinwheel ones that you see down the bottom of the corner of the screen, and then for drip irrigation retrofits. We also do offer drought-tolerant plant rebates, and you can find that on our plant guide on our website, where we have a list of all the plants that qualify for that rebate. Some additional resources outside of the rebates and free offerings we have if you visit bozemanwater.com and click on water conservation, you can learn more about all these programs as well as different efficiency tips and resources. We offer various kits, free fix a leak kits for your home or business that have tools to help you fix faucet leaks or shower head leaks around your property. And then access to a portal called Drop Counter, which will show you your water use on your phone. And this is available to some commercial customers, depending on if your business is hooked up to its own meter or not. We also do a lot of outreach and educational programs, so we're happy to come to your business or and present or do an activity with your team. And just to highlight a project that we did within the last year with Highland Adventures, Eric Shackleton, the owner, completed a retrofit project where he replaced 88 shower heads. So as I mentioned before, that was a free swap out where we gave him 88 free shower heads in exchange of switching them out with the old inefficient ones. And then we also replaced 61 toilets through the rebate program and then 48 faucet aerators. So the decrease in water usage between 2020 and 2019 really showed. It was hard to tell with COVID. Some of the practices changed, but to normalize for that a little bit, we did the water usage per room occupied and took a look at that. So at the Baymont Inn, they reduced their water usage by 34%, and at the Western Heritage Inn, 50%. And this is an example of an ROI spreadsheet that we could create. And I used Eric's or the Highline Adventures model as an example here. But we could create this from any business, any size or type, whether you're interested in just doing one retrofit item or a bunch of them. We can kind of take a look at that and customize this to your business. So what we did here is took a look at all the water savings that switching to these fixtures would take based on what was already installed, the old inefficient fixtures, and replacing them with the new efficient ones. And then took a look at the investment costs. So for shower heads and aerators, those were free. For this particular project, he had to pay about $25 per toilet after we did the rebate. The one thing that this doesn't account for is the maintenance, any maintenance or installation costs. But without those, and then these are the savings per the water and sewer bill. These are the total savings per year for each item. So if you take a look at the little bottom chart, you'll see the total investment for this project for Highline Adventures, and they put in about $1,500, and their annual savings from off their water bill was around $4,600. So the ROI was about a third of a year. So this project essentially paid itself off in under 4 months. Just to close, I'll read a quote about the project. Eric couldn't make it today, but he did send us this to read. So as a member of the community, we appreciate the outreach, education, and work the Gallatin Watershed Council does to preserve our water resources for the future. As members of the tourism business community, we feel it is part of our mission to educate visitors so that they have a better appreciation for this beautiful place and community. Teaching them how to practice more sustainable tourism is one of our top priorities. As it both improves their visit here, but also as they continue to visit other areas of the world. In order to engage and educate our visitors, our team must first be educated and passionate about the sustainability as well. GWC has been a key partner in this education as they provide training, fun, and engaging programs in areas of volunteerism that help our teams develop a deeper connection with this amazing place. So I think that's all we have today, but if anyone has questions, we're happy to take those as well. And thank you all for attending and listening.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so really quick, also I saw that there was someone who joined. Scott, I just wanted to give you the opportunity to introduce yourself if you desired to.
Sure. Yeah, my name's Scott McCormick. I am a realtor, and I also have a business selling brewing supplies, so I'm connected with the craft beer industry as well. So I just wanted to pop my head in and see what this was all about. Be awesome to find projects to conserve water. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for joining and for your time. Yeah, so did anyone have any specific questions about the program itself, whether it was the rebate incentive portion or the process of signing up to be a steward or potential benefits for your business, anything like that? Or Lily, is there anything that you wanted to add as an engaged member in the program?
Yeah, sure. I think as a construction business, we look at things, maybe approach this a little bit differently. And the way that we've been thinking about it is trying to dial in our waste management. And so that looks like being really precise with our orders, and that helps our bottom line as well as the watershed. And then we reuse a lot of our stuff either through resale or on other projects are discounted to different sectors. And recycling, we focus on recycling. And the way we incentivize our guys to do that is that all recycling goes into a beer money fund. So everybody on the team really likes that. And the other thing I think that makes our construction company unique is that we focus, we take a lot of pride in quality, and and building science. And so when we're talking about building science, we're looking at the building envelope, and we focus on not only installing roofing and siding, but we're also looking at that interface of framing, insulation, and ventilation. And these things really need to come together to have your building perform well and efficiently, but also these things make it so that your products last. So for example, roofing products are often lifetime products, but if they're installed incorrectly, you might be looking at a new roof, rotten framing and insulation, and replacing, that material turnover is happening much faster. And so when we're dialing in our building science practices and our waste management, we're trying to help out the watershed there. So we're excited to have our guys recognize that. I think often our demographic isn't of employees aren't necessarily thinking about those things. So we're excited to bring that issue to the forefront of our team, and also really looking forward to participating in some volunteer activities this summer. So yeah, thanks you guys. Pretty exciting work. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Lily. Yeah, I like the idea of the beer fund as a recycling incentive. I feel like it's a way to spice it up a little bit. Yeah, great. Thank you. Well, if anyone has any other questions, we'll be here for the moment. Otherwise, it looks like Brooke and Allie both left everyone's contact information here at the bottom. So feel free to reach out at any time with any questions that you might have before you want to take the pledge, or we can really hone in on your business there. So feel free to reach out. And yeah, thank you so much for all of your time and for attending. And if no one has any questions, we'll wrap it up.
Thank you. It was
Thank
great.
you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.